Hey, it's Mark Loftus, Senior Editor of Post Magazine. I'm here at NAB 2014, and I'd like to welcome Jenny Fulle to our booth.
Thanks, Mark.
Jenny, thank you. Jenny's with the Creative Cartel. Do visual effects producing, supervising, and you also have a product that's available. How about we start with a little background on yourself and Creative Cartel?
Sure. My history in visual effects spans over 30 years at this point. I started at ILM as a janitor back in 1980. So it's been a ride ever since then. I started the Creative Cartel about 6 years ago, and it's kind of a newer business model. We're kind of a visual effects department that you would subcontract out instead of building your own. Okay. So we help productions manage the global environment that visual effects has become and help them figure out where to send work and budget it and schedule it and that sort of thing.
Some of the work that you've done, credits, can you rattle off any?
Sure. So right now we're working on Chappie, Neil Blomkamp's next film. We just finished up After Earth, and before that Ted. So we've been staying pretty busy lately.
Seems to be mostly for theatrical projects.
Yes,
is that
absolutely.
The case? It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And from your experience and putting these crews together, you've actually come up with workflow solutions products here. Joust, it's called. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So Joust is kind of a digital workflow tool, we never set out to develop software. We were writing tools to help ourselves manage multiple vendors and just with the whole digital workflow. And we kept writing tools on tools on tools, and we realized that we actually had a suite of tools that people doing visual effects and working in production other than ourselves could probably benefit from. So we put it in a pretty package, and we started marketing it. I think last year here is really where we came out with it.
Right.
And it's been fantastic. We have it currently on 3 features and just finishing up on Cosmos. So it's been actually going really well.
That's another show that I want to talk to you about. But as far as the tool set that you're used to, do you use the common tools across all your jobs, or you find yourself switching in and out, whether it's for animation or compositing and stuff? Do you have a standard tool set?
Well, we are really just production folks. We're not artists. We stay creatively agnostic. So we're producers, coordinators, pipeline supervisors. We really are agnostic in terms of the creative process. So our tool set is the same because we're managing the process, and the tools that the companies we work with use, of course, change depending on the needs for the show.
Sure. And how does Joust fit in with those different projects that you're working on and the different tool sets that may come up from job to job? How does it manage that?
So Joust has 3 primary components. It's a viewer, like a dailies viewer or a shot viewer. We have an interactive review tool in there that we co-developed with CineSync, so we can actually stream interactive reviews with our clients or with our vendors, that sort of thing. We have editorial tools. We can do our own visual effects pulls now. We don't have to rely on third parties and wait for our plates to get delivered. We can actually do them within a couple of minutes and get them delivered anywhere around the world. And then we have our visual effects tools, which help us package up our assets. They keep all. It's a repository for all of our assets, and it helps us package them and dispense all of that stuff out to the vendors that we're working with, or the filmmakers that we're working with.
Is it a turnkey system, like a boxed unit, or?
It is. It comes in a fancy little green box, and it can wheel anywhere people want to host it. And anywhere we have an internet connection that's reasonable, we can use Joust.
Okay. And you had mentioned one of the projects that you're involved in now, Cosmos, which is getting a lot of buzz, pretty popular. What can you tell us about that?
We didn't do the visual effects on Cosmos. We simply supplied Joust to them. They were actually our first outside client. We've been using Joust on our own internal shows, but they were brave enough to be the first outside company to use it, and I think that it was a great tool for them, and it was a great collaboration for us.
There's a number of facilities that are providing services for that show, from what I understand.
There are. Again, we just provided Joust. They have their own visual effects folks that have been managing that whole process for them.
Gotcha. Do you have a chance to check out the NAB show floor? Is there anything you're looking at personally from new technology, trends, gear that you can see fitting into your workflows?
I actually haven't done much on the floor yet. We've been busy over in our suite doing demos, but I am walking around, and it's always interesting to see what's going on with frame rate, what's going on with resolution, the cameras, that sort of thing. All of those things definitely have an impact on the work that we do.
Yeah. Well, Jenny, we want to thank you for coming by the Post booth here at NAB, and again, have a great show.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it.